Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. For today's yoga class, we're going to be doing a short morning flow to help energize yourself before starting the day. So as always, please listen to your body and only do what feels good for you today. We're going to begin by finding a comfortable seated position on the mat. Sitting cross-legged or sitting on your heels. Closing the eyes if that feels okay, or just looking down towards the ground. Begin by connecting to your inhales and your exhales. Noticing the quality of your breath today. Maybe feeling a fullness on the inhale and a softening on the exhale. And then if you'd like, setting an intention for your practice. And just repeating that to yourself a few times. And then if the eyes are closed, gently blinking them back open. Bringing your hands to your knees, palms facing down. Seated cat-cow, so as you inhale, puff your chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together, maybe look up. As you exhale, coil in, draw the belly button towards the spine, chin towards the chest. Find your own breath. Inhale, reach the chest forward, open up the chest. And exhale, coiling in. One more, full inhale, opening up the spine. And exhale to round in, good. Come back to center, rolling over onto hands and knees, finding a tabletop position. Regular cat-cow now, so inhale, soften the belly to the mat, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round the spine. Finding your own breath, flowing with your full inhale and your full exhale, bringing your awareness inwards. Last full round. Complete your exhale all the way and come back to a neutral spine. Lift your hips up and back, find a downward dog. And if this is the first downward dog of your day, just meeting yourself where you're at. So pedaling out the feet, maybe shifting the hips a little from side to side, shake the head yes and no. And then find stillness for a breath. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Baby step your way up to the top of the mat. And bring your feet about hip width apart. Inhale, hands to the shins, reach the chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, arms heavy, let that go. Bend your knees, arms stay heavy, one vertebrae at a time. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. Head is last to rise. Once your head reaches the top, circle the arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart and down alongside the body. Sun salutation A, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch, look up. And with a flat back, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, hands to the shins or fingers to the ground. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your hands, step back into plank pose. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat, untuck the toes. Bend your elbows, lower all the way down onto the ground. Baby cobra, inhale, reach the chest forward and up. Use the strength of the lower back. Exhale, fold down. Press yourself up through tabletop position first. Tuck the toes. Then lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Take a full breath in, downward dog. Deep exhale, maybe sigh it out through the mouth. Good. And then at the end of the next exhale, come high up onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look forward. Hop, step, or take as many steps as you need to get to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, lengthen into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press the feet into the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart and down alongside the body. One more like that. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale to fold forward, good. Inhale, reach the chest forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Take an inhale in plank, shift the weight forward slightly, then lower to the knees, untuck the toes. Bend your elbows, come all the way down onto the belly. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the knees up. Either come into baby cobra again or press yourself up into upward dog, floating the knees up off the mat, reaching the chest forward. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog, good. Take a full inhale here, full exhale. And then bring your big toes together. You're gonna inhale, reach the right leg up as high as you can, open the hip, bend that knee. Look forward between the hands, step that foot forward. Plant your back foot down parallel to the short edge of your mat. And inhale up and open. Find a warrior two. Good. Bend that front knee right on top of the front ankle. And flip your hands up towards the sky. Reach forward just slightly. And as you exhale, tilt yourself back in space, finding dancing warrior. Bending through the front knee, reaching back through the top arm. And then straighten the front leg, arms to parallel. Reach forward as far as you can as you tip your hips back. Keeping the legs straight, release your front arm to the front leg, reach the top arm up to the sky, Trikonasana, triangle pose. One more full inhale. And as you exhale, look down, frame your front foot, bend the front knee, roll onto the ball of the back foot, step back into downward dog, good. Pedal out the feet here, twist the hips. Either stay here, take 3 rounds of cat-cow, or come through a flow. Inhale forward into your plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga or knees to the mat. Inhale into your baby cobra or upward dog, opening up the chest. And exhale, downward dog, good. Find your breath, deep inhale here. Deep exhale. Other side, bring your big toes together. Inhale, reach the left leg up as high as you can. Open up the hip, bend the knee. Look forward between the hands, step that foot forward. If it doesn't land, pick it up and place it there. Bend the front knee right on top of the front ankle. Plant your back foot down parallel to the short edge of the mat. Front heel in line with your back arch. And then windmill the arms up and open, warrior two. Bending the front knee right on top of the front ankle, press into the outer edge of that back foot. Flip your hands up towards the sky and then exhale, reach back, dancing warrior. Taking a big inhale here. And as you exhale, straighten the front leg, arms to parallel. Reach forward as far as you can as you kick your hips towards the back. And then release your front hand to the front leg. Just let it land anywhere it releases. Reaching the top arm up. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, look down, bend the front knee, frame that front foot, spin to the back heel, and then step back into downward dog. Take a full inhale here. Full exhale, good. Then lower down onto your knees nice and wide, find child's pose. Take a deep inhale in child's pose. Deep exhale, let it go. Maybe roll your head a little bit from side to side. And then walk your hands back in towards you. Roll yourself up until you're seated on the heels. Shift your weight over to one hip. Swing your legs out in front of you. And we'll come into a forward fold, so reach your legs forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to take any rounding out of the lower back. And then inhale, sweep the arms up alongside the ears. Exhale, lift up and over the legs. Take a full inhale, reach that chest forward, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold, good. Starting the day with lots of breath, deep inhale. Deep exhale. Last full breath. Exhale the air out of the lungs completely. And then walk your hands back beside the hips. Roll yourself up nice and slow. Slide yourself forward on the mat so you have enough room to lie down onto the back. Grab onto the knees. Take the knees with you as you go and rock a little bit from side to side. Come back to center. Bring your feet to the ground, finding bridge pose. Reach your arms down alongside the body, palms facing down, and walk your heels in towards you so you can just graze the backs of the heels with the fingertips. Keep your head facing straight up towards the sky. Press your heels into the ground, point the tailbone forward, one vertebrae at a time. Roll your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale, maybe press the hips up a little bit higher. Then as you exhale, one vertebrae at a time, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Hug the knees into the chest again, wrap the arms around the legs, and rock from side to side. Then bring your feet to the mat. We'll just find a breath in constructive rest. So bring your feet mat width apart, drop your knees in towards one another. And bring one hand over the belly, one hand over the heart. Coming back to your natural rhythm of breath, so letting any control of the breath go. And allow your body to just sink down into the ground. Maybe coming back to the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And carrying that with you as you move throughout the day. Take one more breath here. And then when you feel ready, reaching your right arm up alongside the right ear, roll over onto the right side, just curl up in the fetal position for a breath as you transition. And seeing this transition as a new beginning or a fresh start to your day. Lifting yourself all the way back up into a comfortable seated position. And once you arrive in your seated position, bringing the hands together in front of the chest, finding prayer pose. Taking another full round of breath. And sending a little bit of gratitude in towards yourself for everything that you do. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Namaste.